Labuan is only 1/8 the size of Singapore, with a population of just 100,000. But the island, which sits between the states of Sabah and Sarawak and Borneo, hosts the low-tax Labuan International Business and Financial Centre, LIBFC. It's a huge driver of the economy. Yet despite boasting the second highest per capita income in Malaysia, Labuan also has the highest unemployment, and poverty is nearly double the national average. Fixing this, and indeed synergizing LIBFC with the real economy of Sabah and Sarawak, is a key objective of the Labuan Development Blueprint 2030, or LDB. It was launched by Prime Minister Najib on January 18th.
How do we galvanize some form of a real sector involvement in developing Labuan? Some key sectors, I think just now you see in the chart that have been highlighted is the methanol plant, the tourism sector, the health sector, the aviation, and also the shipping sector. These are some sectors of the economy which we think will be can be further so-called developed to create more so-called activities for Labuan, which will benefit the people of Labuan in terms of higher income or even more employment opportunities.
The most important step is building a bridge from Labuan to Sabah, a project that is finally taking off, having been on the back burner for 2 decades. This will speed up and increase movement not just between the island and Sabah, but also northern Sarawak, improving economic integration.
Actually, it's about more than 20 years. But for my personal, after I finish my study school, I coming back to Labuan work. Then we always go to KK for business, research the source. So our costing is very high. If we have this bridge, then we can be short out the time, the distance, to get more effective to our business.
The LDB is the latest in a string of offerings by Datuk Sri Najib's government to voters in Borneo, collectively known as East Malaysians. For the past decade, they have provided more than a third of the ruling Barisan National Coalition's strength in Parliament. But the opposition has been making gains in recent years, amid grumbles over unfair treatment by the government. The 29 billion ringgit Pan-Borneo Highway, stretching over 2,200 kilometers across Sabah and Sarawak, began construction in 2015, and unlike expressways elsewhere in the country, will be toll-free. Kuala Lumpur has also agreed to negotiations on handing more decision-making power to the two states, with Sarawak already gaining concessions in education.
Tadi, jambatan baru dan juga blueprint untuk Pulau Labuan 2030 nanti, tentu sekali ini menggambarkan satu masa depan yang lebih baik lagi. Dan sekiranya tuan-tuan dan puan-puan membuat keputusan yang tepat nanti, insya-Allah we will deliver real change for Pulau Labuan. Terima kasih.
The LDB projects that by 2030, Labuan's population will grow by 50%, supported by at least 70,000 jobs that authorities foresee will largely be taken up by locals and Malaysians from neighbouring Sabah and Sarawak.
Definitely, I think since the oil price has come down, I think the economy of Labuan has also come down quite a lot. So I think this blueprint must come as a right time to boost the economy of Labuan. I think moving forward, I see that the Labuan future is there. We have to stay on, adopt and change and move forward. I think it will definitely change. With the accessibility, you can go shopping in KK, weekend and come back, drive back, So the driving from here to KK is only 2.5 hours. So I think people will consider coming to Labuan, not only for shopping but also to work.